What are Incoterms and letters of credit? Hey there, fellow international traders. Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into all things related to global commerce. Today, we have an important topic that will help you quickly navigate the world of trade finance. We'll discuss aligning a letter of credit with Incoterms rules and determine the most suitable rule for your shipment. So, grab a pen and paper as we dive into this vital information. How to align the letter of credit with the Incoterms rule. The letter of credit environment is, by definition, one of limited trust. Sellers are concerned about being paid. Buyers want to know that the goods they ordered are delivered in accordance with the contract, within the agreed upon time frame, and so on. A fundamental principle of letter of credit usage is that all documents requested should be ones that the seller can provide. For example, the commercial invoice or whose issue is under the seller's control. For example, the transport document, where the carrier takes instructions from the seller.
Can letters of credit be used for EXW rules?
Using a letter of credit LC for the Ex Works EXW rule can be challenging because specific shipping documents, such as bills of lading and transport papers, complicate the LC process. Additionally, if the buyer doesn't collect the container at the destination, the seller may face extra fees if wrongly named as the shipper on the bill of lading. Therefore, using LC for EXW transactions is not advised.
Why do the C rules work best with letters of credit?
The presentation of compliance documents to the bank should ideally be matched with delivery, as defined by the agreed Incoterms rules, because this event will trigger payment by the bank. As a result, the C rules CIF, CFR, CIP, and CPT are the only Incoterms rules that work effectively with letters of credit. Typically, the carrier hands over a bill of lading to the seller, which serves as a document of control over the goods. The bill of lading proves that the seller paid the freight and serves as a receipt for the goods taken in charge by the carrier. The bill of lading may also include an on-board note that indicates that the goods were put on the vessel at a specific time and location. This is widely recognized as proof that the goods have been shipped and are on their way. Why does this arrangement benefit both the buyer and the seller? In fact, the carrier acts as an independent third party, trusted to take care of the goods at the start of the journey and release them to the bearer of the bill of lading at the destination. It should be noted, however, that the alignment of the Incoterms rule with the letter of credit may not be accurate with some C rules. Consider the following scenario. A container is on its way via sea. The Incoterms rule is CIP, which means that risk goes to the buyer once the container is handed over to the carrier. Assume, however, that the letter of credit requires a bill of lading with an on-board note and that the container is damaged in the container yard. Because the container is never loaded, no on-board bill of lading is issued. The seller is contractually off risk, but he will not be paid under the letter of credit. So, the seller must either deal with the insurance claim, which the CIP rule was supposed to avoid in this circumstance, or rely on the buyer's goodwill to handle it.
What are the consequences of using LC for other Incoterms rules?
Let's start with FCA and FOB. When the supplier passes over the goods to the carrier or loads them on board, but the buyer arranges the transportation. If the letter of credit requires a bill of lading, the buyer may be able to sabotage the transaction by canceling the carriage contract. The seller cannot make a complying presentation and will not be paid unless he has a bill of lading. There may be workarounds through unique phrasing in the letter of credit when there are strong reasons to use FCA or FOB. Alternative documents, such as a freight forwarder's receipt, may be used in the absence of a bill of lading. These alternative documents may be used for FCA, FOB, and FAS. The D rules DDP, DPU, and DAP create a variety of issues. Delivery is currently made upon completion of the main carriage, but what documents does the letter of credit require? A bill of lading can be proof of shipment but not delivery at the specified location. In the event of a mishap in transit, the seller can still be reimbursed even if delivery requirements are not met. But, if the letter of credit requires the buyer to submit a receipt upon receipt of the goods, how can an unethical buyer refuse to accept the products and offer such a receipt? Okay, let's do a recap of what we have learned today. We discussed aligning the letter of credit with Incoterms rules and determining the most suitable rule for your shipment. We discussed the crucial relationship between Incoterms and letters of credit in international trade and emphasized the need to align these two aspects effectively to ensure successful transactions. The C rules of Incoterms work best with letters of credit, as they link compliance document presentation to the concept of delivery, triggering payment. However, certain scenarios may not align perfectly. Other Incoterms rules and the D rules present challenges when used with letters of credit, leading to potential transaction disruptions. Lastly, using the letters of credit for the X works EXW rule is discouraged due to complexities related to specific shipping documents and potential fees. Overall, understanding the synergy between Incoterms and letters of credit is vital for successfully navigating the complexities of global trade. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from this knowledge. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update from us. If you have any questions or want to share your experiences with Incoterms, please leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Until next time, safe shipping, and take care.